I've explained that to President Xi. We also have a problem where he's allowing fentanyl to be sent into Mexico and then cross the border and, killing. I think the number is much higher than the 125, 115 I think it's closer to 300,000 people a year.
Why is Trump going after China over fentanyl? Let's break it down. On 2nd of April 2025, Donald Trump declared what he called Liberation Day.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time.
The reason? The United States rolled out sweeping new tariffs on imports from more than 180 countries. But one country in particular got hit hard: China. Some Chinese goods now face a whopping 145% tariff. That's a 20% penalty for fentanyl-related issues, plus a 125% tariff on top. The message from Trump is clear. If you're helping the fentanyl crisis, you are going to pay, literally. So why is China in the crosshairs? Let's start with fentanyl, a synthetic opioid that's 50 times stronger than heroin. Just 2 grams can be lethal. It's been a major driver of America's opioid crisis, killing tens of thousands every year. Trump has called this an all-out war on fentanyl. He has taken some heavy-handed steps, like designating drug cartels as terrorist organizations and slapping tariffs on countries tied to fentanyl trafficking. That includes Mexico, Canada, and of course China. But while Canada and Mexico got exemptions under trade agreements, China got no such break. Why China? Because China has long been accused of being a top supplier of precursor chemicals, the building blocks of fentanyl. These chemicals often find their way to Mexico, where cartels manufacture fentanyl and smuggle it into the US. Trump's executive orders say that Chinese chemical companies are getting subsidies, indirectly fueling the fentanyl trade. And despite years of diplomatic talks, the US believes China hasn't done enough to stop the flow. In fact, in 2025, the US even named India alongside China as a state actor in the fentanyl supply chain, saying both countries play a role in sending precursors to cartels. Let's talk about the impact in the United States. Between October 2023 and September 2024, nearly 87,000 Americans died from drug overdoses. Fentanyl was one of the biggest killers. The Drug Enforcement Administration, that is the DEA, seized millions of counterfeit fentanyl-laced pills and enough powder to create hundreds of millions of lethal doses. Trump claims the death toll could be as high as 250,000 to 300,000 annually. While that's higher than official numbers, there is no denying the scale of the crisis. The fentanyl supply chain is global and deadly. It starts in China with chemical manufacturers, moves to Mexico where cartels turn the chemicals into fentanyl, and ends in the US in pills, powders, and fake prescriptions that claim thousands of lives. China says it's not to blame, that fentanyl abuse is an American problem.
关于芬太尼的问题，我刚才已经介绍了中方的严正立场。我愿在此重申，芬太尼是美国的问题。
But the US argues otherwise, pointing to Chinese companies as key players in the chain. And here's the thing, fentanyl also has legal uses, like in medical pain relief. That makes cracking down even harder, since not all of it is illegal. So what is the bigger picture? Trump's tariffs aren't just about trade. They're part of a bigger strategy to fight the opioid crisis. He's using economic pressure to force action from countries tied to the fentanyl supply chain. Sure, it ramps up trade tensions, but it also puts the spotlight on a global problem, one that needs more than just border control to fix. So what do you think? Can tariffs really stop a drug epidemic? Or will this just escalate tensions without solving the root issue? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Business Standard for more insights on the global stories shaping the world. And hit that bell icon so you never miss an update.